So let's start our prayer first. Miss Donna, please lead the prayer. Okay, amen. Thank you for that, Miss Donna. And now let's check your attendance. So Cruza, Deloy, Marqueta. Okay, very good. We have a perfect attendance for today. So let's proceed to our topic. But so much with that, let's have a sort of recap first. Can anybody give me a sort of recap about our previous topic? Okay, Miss Marqueta, can you give us a recap of our previous topic? Okay, very good. Our previous topic is all about sets. And sets are collections of well-defined objects or elements. And we have discussed so much about sets last week. So let's proceed to our next topic. Okay, can someone give me an idea of our next topic? Okay, I prepared something for you. A jumbled letters here that would classify our next topic. Okay, can someone rearrange these letters to the right word? Okay, Miss Deloy. Okay, very good. It is integers. So we will tackle about integers for today. So it is integers. And can someone give me the right words? How about the second? Scrabbled letters. Okay, very good. It is negative signs. Next. Okay, very good. It is positive sign. Okay, you have now an idea of what we're going to tackle for today about our discussion. So here, we have here integers. Before that, I prepared here our learning objectives. So, at the end of the discussion, the students are expected to learn to classify what is integers, use the laws of integers in solving problems, and to appreciate the importance of integers in real-life scenario. So, what is integers? Can anyone read the explanation about integers? So here we have integer. Is it positive or negative whole number including 0? So we have able to tackle integers in our previous lesson, right? In our back when we are in elementary. So I know you have an idea of what is integer. So I have here an example. So from negative 1 to negative infinity, 0 to positive infinity. So we have here the integer operation, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And also the rules for adding integers. We have here rule number 1. The sum of two positive integers is always positive. Example, 4 plus 4 equals 8. So another one, we have here 2 plus 2 equals 4. And 3 plus 3 equals 6. So are we all understood about the rule number 1, which is the sum of two positive integers is always positive. So that's it. So can someone give me an example of rule number 1? Okay, very good. 8 plus 8 equals 16 is applying to rule number 1. Okay. So I think you all got what is rule number 1 is. Next, we have your rule number 2. The sum of two negative integers is always negative. So example, negative 4 plus negative 3 equals negative 7. So we have here the given, which is negative 4 plus negative 3. So expected that the sum of this one is negative side, right? Another example, negative 1 plus negative 2 equals negative 3, right? Am I correct? Okay, I am really correct, guys. Okay, next. So negative 4 plus negative 2 equals negative 6. Okay. So can someone give me an example about rule number 2? Okay, very good. Negative 10 plus negative 1 equals negative 11. Okay, so always remember that your addends, if the addends are both negative, in rule of addition, it will always be negative. So we have here next rule number 3. The sum of a positive and negative integer could be positive, negative, or 0. Okay, when you add a positive and negative integer, you are really subtracting. Then you give the answer the sign of the greater absolute value. We have here our examples. We have first 6 plus negative 2. So can someone give an answer? Okay, 4. So 6 plus negative 2 equals 4. So ano mag-give mo? Always remember that the sign will vary for the greater absolute value, which is positive 6. So mas tako man ang positive 6 kaysa sa negative 2, the answer should be positive, right? Okay, it would be positive 4. So next we have negative 5 plus 1. So kay dili man sila pareha of sign, so we need to change the operation from positive to or from addition to subtraction. So meron siyang negative 5 minus 1. So meron siyang negative 4. Mubari ang iyang sign sa bigger number, which is 5. So the answer should be negative, which is negative 4. Okay, next we have here negative 5 plus negative 5 equals negative 10. Since pareha sila of signs, we would not change the operation. Instead, ato silang i-add but copy the operation of the two since same sila of number and value. So negative 5 plus negative 5 equals negative 10. Can someone give me a brief discussion or summarization about the rules of adding integers? Okay, Miss Deloy. Okay, very good. Let's give her an applause. Okay, and that's all for rules of adding integers. I hope you got something from it.
So next is the rules for subtracting integers. Can someone please read the rules for me? Yes, Miss Marqueta? Okay, thank you. So to subtract an integer, add its opposite. Next is you will need to correctly change all subtraction problems into addition problems. So I have some examples here. So 5 minus negative 2, we will change it, the signs. This, the operation and the sign of this number, number 2, the negative 2. So it will be 5 plus 2 equals 7. Next is negative 5 minus positive 2. So same as here, we will change the sign, the operation sign, same as here the subtrahend. It will become negative 5 plus negative 2 equals negative 7. So other examples is negative 6 minus positive 3 equals, we will change the operation. So let's have some examples. So negative 6 minus positive 3 equals, so let's copy negative 6. So let's change the operation used into positive or addition, then change the sign of the number 3 or the subtrahend. The answer is negative 9. So, can someone give me some examples of the rules of subtracting integers? Yes, Miss Cruza. Okay, thank you. So that's all for the rules for subtracting integers.
So since addition and subtraction were done, let us now proceed to the third operation, which is the multiplication. Fortunately, the rule for multiplying integers can be simplified by the following. First, the product of with the same signs is positive. Second, the product of two integers with different signs is negative. Then, rule summary for multiplication. Positive times positive is equal to positive. Negative times negative is equal to positive. Positive times negative is equal to negative. And negative times positive is equal to negative. Since I forgot to write some examples here, so I will just write it on the board. Example number 1. 6 times negative 3 is equal to negative 18. Since we have positive and negative, the answer should be negative. So this is negative 18. Second example is 3 times positive 3 is equal to positive 9. Having the same signs, this should be positive. Third example, negative 6 times positive 2 is equal to negative 12. Since we have different signs which states that having two integers with different signs is negative. And lastly, negative 7 times positive 8 is equal to negative 56. Since they have different signs of integers. That's all.
In continuation about the topics of integers operation, since we are done tackling about the addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So let's now proceed to the last operation, which is the division. So can someone read the first bullet? Yes, Mr. Auditor. Okay, thank you. So the rules for division are exactly the same on what Miss Donna tackled, or those multiplication. Next is the second bullet. Yes, Miss Donna, can you read the second bullet? So if you were to take the rules for multiplication and change the multiplication signs to division signs, we would have an accurate set of rules for division. So rules for division integers. So the quotient of two integers with the same sign is positive. So just like the multiplication, if we will multiply the same signs, it will come up into positive signs. So the quotient of two integers with different signs is negative. So just like the multiplications. So here are the rules summary for division. So we have here positive divided by positive is equals to positive. If our dividend is positive and our divisor is positive, then the quotient is positive. So kindly look at the example. We have here 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. Since 18 is divisible by 2 and its quotient is 9. So let's go back here. Negative divided by negative is always be positive. So if we will multiply same sign, we will come up with positive. So here is in the example, we have here negative 48 divided by negative 6. The quotient is positive 8. So the third one is negative divided by positive is equals to negative. Since we found out that the quotient of two integers with different signs is negative. So down here in example, negative 27 divided by 9 is equals to negative 3. Then positive divided by negative is equals to negative. So our example here is positive 30 divided by negative 5 is equals to negative 6. So, any questions about our topic? Okay, very good.
Okay, very good students. And now I'll be giving you a real-life example in applying the integers. Applying the rules of adding integers, subtracting integers, and multiplying integers and also dividing integers. So, if kita, yes, tagaan ka sa atong parents og 4 pesos, tagaan ka sa imong mama og 4, and tagaan ka sa imong papa og 4. Pila naman ang tanan if imong i-add? So, mahimo siyang 8. So, it would apply the rules of adding integers in rule number 1, right? And in rule number 2. So, nakakay utang na 4. Yan na po kay utang na 3. So, pila naman tanan imong utang? It is negative 7. Okay. And so on with the other rules of integers. Because as you get older and face the world, you could really experience the importance of applying integers in our real life situation. And I prepared an assignment for your class. So please copy and answer our assignment because I'll be checking that next week. Okay, that would be all for today. I hope you get something from us and God bless us all. Okay, Miss Johnny, lead the prayer. Okay, amen. Goodbye and thank you everyone. See you next week.